Could you be the one? Good, good. Good, good. Could you be the one?
Oh, hi. Hi. It is really vital that we hit proper basic positions when exercising. Why? Simply because who would want to strain their joints, sprain their muscles, break their bones, or have muscle cramps after exercising? Ako hindi. Ayoko.
Well, of course, if you are a elastic man who doesn't have bones to break in his body, you can go ahead and engage in an exercise without even knowing the basics of exercising. Well, of course, I know why you are here and you're watching this video because you are indeed not plastic man and you do have bones to break. So, in that case, in this video, I will be going to show you the basic stances where most exercises begin.
So, we will be classifying these basic stances into 7 positions. Namely, standing, sitting, kneeling, lying, arm support, forebase support, and lastly, arms and hands position.
So first up, for standing positions, we have feet parallel or feet together. In this position, make sure that your feet are about 1 inch apart, toes pointing forward, and arms at the side. Next up, we have stride position. The feet are apart about 12 inches wide. The weight of the body is in both feet and arms at the side. Next, we have lunge position. Bend one knee, make sure the other leg is straight. Weight is on both feet and hands on your hips. Next up, half knee bend. Make sure your feet are close together. Bend your knees at about 45-degree angle. Your feet should be lying flat on the floor, body erect, and hands on your hips. Lastly, for standing stances, full knees bend or squat position. The knees are fully bent and make sure that the weight of your body is on the balls of the feet. Now for the sitting stances, we have long sitting position. Sit with legs extended forward, toes pointed, trunks erect, and hands on your hips. Next up is long sitting rest position. Just take up your long sitting position, put your hands on the rear at the floor, and make sure your elbow and body are straight. Next, we have hook seating position. Sit on buttock, bend your knees closer to your body, and make sure your trunk are erect and hands on your hips. Moving forward, tuck sitting position. Just take up your hook sitting position, round back so the forehead and knees are in contact, and hold onto the shin of your legs. Now the stride sitting position. Sit on your buttocks, spread your legs apart, make sure that your trunks are erect, and put your hands on your thighs. Now the side sitting position. Sit on your buttocks, bend your right or left knee in front. Now the other leg should be extended sideward. And remember to put your hands on your knees. Now we have hurdle sitting position. Sit on your buttocks. Now bend your right or left leg at the back at 90-degree angle. Now the other leg should be extended diagonally forward, and remember to put your hands on your hips. And make sure to hiyak as well. Next, we have heel sit. From a kneeling position, sit on the heels of your feet. Now the toes should be pointed, and remember to put your hands on your hip. Next, we have the frog or tailor sitting position. Sit on your buttocks, close the soles of your feet together, make sure to have your back as straight as it can be, and remember to put your hands on your knees. And last, for our sitting stances, we have cross-sitting position. Sit on your buttocks. Knees should be spread to the sides, while legs crossing each other. Your arms should be folded in front at about 90-degree angle. One hand placed on top of the other. Next up, on our basic stances, we have kneeling position. Kneel on both knees. Knees should be close together. Make sure your body is erect, and place your hands on your hips. Next up, stride kneeling position. Kneel on both knees and make sure that your feet are apart from each other. Moving forward, we have half kneeling position. Kneel on your right or left knee. Other leg should be in half kneeling position in front. Make sure to smile and hands on your hips. One leg extended sideward position. Now kneel on one leg. Extend your other leg sideward and hands on your hips. Now we're through with kneeling positions, and next up is lying positions. First up, we have back or supine lying position. Lie on your back, sis. Make sure your body is extended, toes pointed, and arms placed overhead. Next is front or prone lying position. In this position, the front of your body should be in contact with the floor. Your body should be well extended, with toes pointed and arms overhead. Side lying position. With the body well extended, the side of the body should be in contact with the floor. One arm is flat on the floor overhead, while the other arm is bent close to the chest, palm on the floor and toes pointed. Hook lying position. In a back lying position, bend your knees with feet flat on the floor. Make sure to keep it close to their buttocks and place your arms overhead. Tuck lying position. Lying on your back, pull your knees closer to your forehead. Keep it close by holding on to the shin of your legs. Now we're up to our fifth basic stances, arm support position. First up, we have supine or back arm support. From a long sitting rest position, lift your body with straight arm support. Body, legs, and toes should be extended. Prone or front arm support. From a front lying position, lift your body with straight arm support. Body, legs, and toes should be well extended. And don't forget to smile. Side arm support. In this position, the body is supported with left or right arm. Oops, we're struggling a little bit here, but there you go, sis. Way to go, girl! And now we're up to our four based positions. First up, dog stand position. From a kneeling position, place your hands on the floor. Elbows should be straight and toes are pointed. Now the hands and knees are the base of your support. Easy, right? Now for the hardest position of them all, the bridge position. From a hook sitting position, lift your trunk with your arms. Arms and legs in right angle with the trunk, hands flat on the floor, and fingers facing outward. Whew, that's some hardcore positions out there. Water break!
Water, sis.
Moving forward, hand positions. First up, hands on waist. Place your hands on your waist, thumbs pointing back and fingers pointing front. Hands on chest, palms facing downwards, thumbs touching your chest, and elbows should be in line with the shoulder. Hands on shoulder. Bend your arms with fingers touching your shoulder. Your elbow should be in line with your shoulder and rib cage is lifted. Hands on neck. Now bend your arms and place your hand on the back of your neck. Fingertips must be meeting with each other and make sure your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Hands on hips. That's not your hips. There, right there. Place your hands on your hip with thumbs pointing back and fingers pointing front. Now we're on to our last stances. Arm position. First, we have arms forward. Raise your arms forward with palms facing each other. Arms sideward. Raise your arms in a sideward position with palms facing down, arms to fingertips, should be in line with your shoulder. Next up, arms upward. Raise your arms upward with palms facing each other. Make sure that your elbows are touching your ears and the whole arm should be in line with the body. Arms oblique. In this position, the arms are stretched sideways and diagonally upwards. And don't forget to make sure that your palms are facing upwards. Arms reverse oblique. From an arms oblique, stretch your arms sideways and diagonally downwards. Make sure that your palms are facing downward. Arms forward oblique. Stretch your arms forward and diagonally downwards. Make sure to keep your palms facing downwards. Arms backward oblique. Stretch your arms backward and diagonally backwards. Make sure to keep your palms facing upwards. Arms in T position. Arms are placed at sides horizontally, with elbows bent on right angles and forearms parallel to the trunk. Make sure to keep your palms facing inwards. At last, arms in reverse T position. From a T position, keep your arms at side horizontally. Bend your elbows at right angles with forearms parallel to the head. And we're done! That's it, you guys! The basic positions for most exercises begin. I really hope you learned a lot from it and enjoyed this tutorial video of mine. Till next time!
Bye-bye!